So now we're going to make a front and back cover for the album. And this should run much more smoothly. Okay, so I created a cover. I took, the background is my collage sheets that I made. And I put all this in Canva. So it's my collage sheets, and I turned the saturation down, or the transparency down, or the opacity I should say, down on the background. And then I took these images, free images on Canva, and I pieced it together, and then I figured out how I wanted my title. So I really like how this turned out. So first I thought I was just going to simply cut this out, and which I may still do, just cut it out and glue it to a thicker piece of paper. But then I had a thought, what if I tried to do an image transfer? And that way, it most likely, like 98% chance, 99.9 maybe, won't come out perfect. And I think that would look cool. So I put it, how did I do it? I just edited the photo and did a flip print. Like I reversed it and then I printed it. So when I put it to my paper, because it has to go on, you know, like your gel printing, it has to go on this way. So I'm thinking reverse printing was the right move. The way my brain's been working with this project so far, I could be wrong. So I am going to, I'm going to give that a try. I printed it out on just regular printer paper, and then this is a glossy, although I'm pretty sure it says matte, but this is not matte, photo paper. I'm going to try both. This may not even work out all that great. I don't know, but if it doesn't, then I can just print and glue it onto the cardstock, or print it directly onto the cardstock. So I'm going to get some gel medium, or matte medium. I have some. I have this silicone brush. So I'm going to squirt out a bunch. And that's annoying me. So I'm going to use this one. Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like you're supposed to put it on both images, like on your paper and the image that you're doing. So I'm going to do that. Like I said, this may not work, but we don't know until we try. And I can always print it again, and Lord knows I have enough paper that I can manage if this does not work. So I'm not worried about placement. I'm just trying to make sure I get it where I applied the matte medium. Good adhesion. Should be good. And then do the same thing for the paper copy. the feeling the paper copy is going to turn out better. I also get the feeling I'm going to be wrong on all my assumptions. I got a bit too much gel medium, or matte medium, like a lot, so. Well, that was easy. Nice. I didn't have to waste a bunch. Gotta love that. Okay. You like my huge brayer? I actually bought this one after my time with gel press. It wasn't all that long ago I bought it. I love it. I got it on Amazon. The speedball brayers are my absolute favorite brayers. In my opinion, like for me, what I like, nothing else beats these. Okay. I am going to let that sit, and I will try to keep track of the time and let you know how long I let it sit for. Okay, so enough time has definitely passed. It's been a day or two. I kind of got sidetracked with some other projects. So this has definitely thoroughly dried. Trying to decide which one I want to try first. Let's try just the regular paper first. So we're going to spritz with water and start rubbing. Maybe we should start peeling some. That makes me skeptical. So you definitely have to make sure you have enough water, but you don't want to completely soak it, I'm guessing. You don't want to get the under paper too wet. But you definitely need it wet enough that you can rub and get the paper to come off. So I imagine this is going to take a while, but it is working. I don't know if we'll get all of that off, but I think I kind of like how that looks. So I'm just going to work on getting the majority rubbed off, and then we'll see about getting more of that removed. I'm going to, see how the top layer, it's like the paper is separating? I'm going to peel what I can off when that happens, so it's less rubbing that I have to do. But I'm going to continue working on this and not talk so I can speed up the video. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this one alone for now. You can definitely see how it really fades out up here. So I don't know if I need to add more water and rub more paper away. If I should leave it, but I'm going to let it dry for now and work on the other one, because I'm very curious. Okay. I don't even know if this one's going to work at all. Like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to work with photo paper. Ooh, it may work better. This paper is pretty thick, so it may need more water. The colors are better, but it was printed better on photo paper as well, because photo paper, it just, the image comes out more vibrant. So far I feel like photo paper is easier. Like getting the layers off is easier. And so far, like when I was rubbing the paper off the other one, like the ink would kind of move in some spots. But this one, the ink seems to be staying put. Like the black is not smudging at all. So far anyway. Okay, so without going any further for now, there are some areas that need to be rubbed more. And there's some paper in there too still. This one, the photo printed one, photo paper, I like a lot better. This is cool if you're going for that faded look. Like, it does look cool, but this, like this one I find you're losing a lot. And as you were rubbing off paper, it was very easy to rub too much. This one I found you could rub more and not have to worry about that as much. And as it dries, you'll see how there's more white. So that'll let you know you can, it needs a little more rubbing. Like there's more paper to get rid of. Yeah, see this one, I'm rubbing that and that black is still staying like really strong and clear. So I definitely prefer the photo paper. Like this one, you see how the rubbings are black as I'm rubbing it off? And this one's a bit too dry right now. But this one, even rubbing off of the black, the rubbings are still white. So I recommend the photo paper. Unless you want a very super distressed, very faded look, then that can be cool. Like, I don't know if I can rub. Yeah, see, I'm rubbing off the color. So you're losing. Like, I was trying to rub off more paper so I could see the image better, but it's like I'm actually rubbing off the image as well. So I will definitely be using the photo paper print. All the paper has been rubbed off, I'm pretty sure. I can feel a little bit there, but I kind of like that white that's there. This will get cut off, and this will get cut off. So I'm liking how it looks. Now, I don't really like how dull it is. This feels so smooth too, by the way. It feels so nice. So I want to try, and I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm wondering if I cover it with a finish, like with matte medium. Trying to see what else I have. I have Mod Podge, but I don't think I want to use that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with matte medium. I do have some satin finish or matte finish for like paintings, but I want to try the matte medium because everybody's more likely to have something like this. So what I'm going to do is apply a layer over top, and I know it's probably going to brighten it up while it's wet, but what I'm wondering is, once this dries, will it remain more vibrant? So we'll only know if we try. And if it doesn't, then I may scrap this and not use it for my cover. I don't know yet. So I'm just going to squirt some out, and I'm using a nice wide soft brush. See, now if it stayed like this, I'd be happy with it. Like, I know it's going to get a dry look. And I don't care about the shine. I just want the picture to be, like, see how it's more clear and visible? That's what I want the finished product to be like. Okay, I like the strokes better this way for some reason. Okay, that's it. Now we have to wait for this to dry and see if it stays looking beautiful like this. Fingers crossed. Well, it didn't work. It's gone back to dull. I'm kind of bummed, but what can you do? So I think I really don't want to start over, and I do like the picture. So thinking about what my project is going to be for the 100 days, I'm going to try and tie that in a little. So my plan is for sketching, like I'm going to do 100 days of sketches. So I think I'm going to go over it with a black pen or marker and do it in a sketchy fashion. And then hopefully that, you know, gives it that look like it was intentional. And that I wasn't just bummed that it didn't work, and, you know. So I'm just going to get my marker to work. I'm going to loosely trace the image. And I'm not, as you know, going for perfection, and I want it to have that sketchy look, so I'm going to, like, you know, kind of like double the lines so it looks more loose and sketchy. Who knows, I may end up liking this more. I think I want to do like inside the 100. I think I want to give it like a filled in look, but not like actually colored in. I'm just going to do those zigzaggy lines. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the word project because I don't want to fill all that in. But I do want the word to stand out better than what it is right now. So I think maybe I will go in with a white Posca after. And I'm going to do the word day in a red Posca. I'm not going to do all the different colors for like the strawberries and the limes and all that stuff. So remember, just keeping it loose and sketchy. Need the word the. I do like that. I like it a lot. So that's good. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to put this aside to dry, and while I'm waiting on that, I'll cut out some pieces for the cover. So I have a 12 by 12 piece of chipboard. Pretty sure that's what you call it. That really thick cardboard. And I want the cover to be just slightly larger than the pages. And the pages are 5.5 by 7. So I think I'm going to go 7 1/4 by 5 3/4. So what did I say? 7 1/4. I'm going to write that down. cover 7 1/4 by, was it 5 3/4? Yes, 5 3/4. So I'm just going to take this to my paper trimmer and cut the pieces down. So I'm going to need this cut down as well. Actually, just in case I didn't get this cut really nice, I'm going to put this on top and trace it out. So I'm okay with just the chipboard showing. Like, this is, you know, just for a project. It's nothing that I'm trying to sell or need it to look any particular way. So I'm just going to adhere some double-sided tape around the edges. Not right at the edge, just in case the paper comes a little shy. I don't want any adhesive sticking out because this is pretty sticky stuff, so things would stick to it. Could have attached the tape to the paper. That would have been a safer bet, but I've already done this, so we're going with it. And then on the inside, I'm just going to do a glue stick. I'm going to pull them all off because when I go over with glue stick, it gives me that little bit of give. I'm going to grab that brayer. I am all thumbs. So because there's just a little bit of stabilo, I'm gonna go around the edges. Some of it got cut off. And then just go around. So I'm just going to use, like, I'm not going to use that for anything. So I'm just going to use this for the back cover. So that will be the front and back covers. Nothing super fancy, but I like it. I'm going to put the year right there. I think for this one I'll go with this red that I have. Now find the end. So we want enough to tie, and then I like to be able to wrap around the book a couple times. And if we have too much, then I can just snip it off and use a scrap for something, I'm sure. See. So enough to tie, and 1, 2. So very loose measurement, which means no measurement at all. So we will want to glue this down to the center. I'm doing this now because I may forget. I'm trying to spread out that ribbon because I don't want bulk between the cover and this chipboard. There we go, it's nice and flat. So now we have, so the front of the cover is like this, and you want the short end. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter, but I like having the short end on the front cover. And turn it that way. And then make sure you have your front cover, and that's going to get glued to that. So I'm going to add the tape to the paper because the paper is smaller than the cover. I'm just doing the edges. I think it might be easier if I unfold it. I'm not putting any in the center because if I'm sketching and I'm going in that area, I'm going to feel that bump. So I'm just going to add glue stick to the whole thing. Same thing like I did for the cover. I'm making sure to go over the glue, the double-sided tape, so I have that give if I need to adjust. And that's our cover. Now we do not glue this piece onto the back cover, like this fabric, the ribbon, we do not glue that to the back. The only gluing you do for this ribbon is what we did to the front cover. And now the same thing. Double-sided sticky tape and glue stick. So have the book put together, bringing over the back cover and placing it down. Just checking everything before I really smush it. It's the technical words there. Okay, our album is finished, and let's have a look. So you can see it will just keep going and going, and you'll be able to turn the pages, and you can, like, if you have enough room, you can go out far enough that your paper can lay flat for you. Then when you get to the last page, you flip it over and you do the rest. So this worked very well for me last year, and I think it will serve me well again this year. I just thought I would share the process with you, since I didn't show how I put the album together last year. So again, don't forget to let me know if you're taking part in the 100-day project and what it is you're doing this year. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.